At my wife's sister's wedding, they gave me a name tag that said Housekeeper. No seat, no meal. My wife laughed. Her mother smirked. But when I took off my ring and walked out, everything changed. Housekeeper. That was the name printed on my tag. I stared at it for a moment, thinking maybe it was a mistake, a joke, even. But then I caught the smirk on my mother-in-law's face. She was watching me, waiting to see if I'd protest. I didn't. I just pinned it to my chest like a good sport. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. When I found my seat, if you could call it that, it was near the kitchen doors. A foldable chair, not even draped like the others. Everyone else had crystal glasses and polished silverware. I had nothing. No plate, no cutlery. I looked around. My wife was across the hall, laughing with her cousins. She noticed me watching, barely waved, then turned back to them and whispered something. I couldn't hear it, but I saw their faces, the smirks, the sneers. I didn't need to hear the words. Her mother walked past. No whisper, no hesitation. Just said it out loud like it was the weather. You're just a servant here. I waited for my wife to say something, to correct her. She didn't. She laughed and said, "Food's for real family." I stared at the floor for a long time. I think I forgot how to blink. Then I stood up, took off my ring. I don't even remember if I said anything. I just placed it on the table and walked out. 5 minutes later, I heard her shouting my name, panic in her voice this time. Not the giggle, not the mockery, real panic. But I didn't stop. She didn't catch up. And the thing is, I don't know why I expected better, why I thought I deserved more. I'd been around for 12 years. 12 years of working 2 jobs when her father fell sick. 12 years of saving, sacrificing, cutting corners so her sister could go to fancy school and have a fairy tale wedding. I bought groceries when their pantry was empty, paid medical bills I wasn't obligated to. When her father passed, I stood at the front of the procession and paid for the casket with the last of my savings. I never said no. Not once. When she wanted to quit her job, I worked longer nights so she could find herself. I skipped meals so we could pay rent without touching the emergency fund. When her sister needed a laptop, I gave her mine and wrote everything by hand for a year. But you don't keep receipts in a marriage. You don't itemize love. At least, that's what I believed. But things changed. Slowly. She forgot my birthday. Called me boring when I was too tired to go out. Said I dressed like a school janitor. I laughed it off. Then she stopped introducing me properly. At parties, she'd wave me off. That's him. Not my husband. Not even my name. Just him. Small things. But they add up like rust on metal. First unnoticeable. Then it spreads. She started taking trips without me. Said I would enjoy them anyway. Family dinners I wasn't invited to. Then I saw her relationship status online. It's complicated. She said it was a joke between friends. I swallowed that too. Then came the wedding. Their grand, glossy, perfect wedding. A monument to their family pride. My name wasn't on the list. No seat. No meal. Not even an introduction. Just that tag. Housekeeper. It wasn't a mistake. When I left, no one followed me past the door. No one cared. She called for weeks afterward. Texted. Said it went too far. Said her mother pressured her. Said she was sorry. I didn't reply. I moved out quietly. Closed my bank accounts. Transferred what I needed. Took the car she didn't know I owned outright. Sold it. Bought a small apartment near work. Simple. Quiet. Clean. But I didn't vanish entirely. Over the years, I'd done more than just help that family. My name was on property papers. I helped register their business under better tax policies. Took out loans in my name because their credit was trash. One by one, I pulled out, quietly, without warning. I called in debts, reclaimed assets, removed my name from every document. And then the cracks started to show. Tax notices arrived. Banks demanded repayments. Properties were seized due to technicalities they hadn't noticed. Technicalities I used to handle for them. Their big ancestral home got frozen in disputes. Without my signature, it was half invalid. Wedding loans bounced. The catering company sued. The photographer held the album hostage. I didn't watch it all unfold. People told me anyway. Then one afternoon, she came to my door. She looked different. Thinner, pale, eyes tired. She said she made mistakes. Said she missed me. That love forgives. That family can be cruel. I listened, quietly. Then I closed the door. Didn't slam it, just closed it. She stood there for a moment, maybe hoping I'd open it again. I didn't, because sometimes silence is the only language they understand. And I wasn't her housekeeper. Not anymore.